Okay, guys, since one of you guys said that you like me with my videos doing my theme song, so we're gonna do a theme song that we all made up, all of us. So here we go. So we react to everything Disney favor, no matter what it is, duck-tailed or related.
As long it was made by Disney. That is what we do to you guys. We react to those ones that you want us to react to. As long as Disney it's made by Disney. So deal with it. And don't and and don't worry, we will be on there soon.
So be happy that we will react to it. That is our theme song. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Any words from Zolly? Well, good idea. Bye bye. So that's our theme song, guys.
Hey. Hi everybody, Martha here. So today we're talking about the history of Pete. Now you guys are probably wondering who the heck is Pete? Well, he was technically Disney's first creation because every character needs a villain. So basically, Pete was the villain to Alice from for Alice and Oliver and Mickey. Now, when you're wondering who the heck is Alice? She's talking about Alice in Wonderland. That's way down the line. No, I'm talking about Alice's. I'm talking about Alice from Alice and like Wonderland. I know Disney did make um had a little girl who was live action. It was actually live action. You know, a bunch of cartoon characters way before Mickey or Oswald were made. Now, Pete back then was a bear. For Oswald, he was a dog. For Mickey, he is a cat. So since Mickey was the one that was running around the longest, is a cat. Now sometimes he has a tail. Sometimes he has a peg leg, and sometimes he's fully whole, which means he has both his legs and no tail at all. So most of the time he doesn't have a tail. So yeah, and most of the time his voice is really deep and gruff. So his voice is kind of like the hardest one for me to do. You probably thought that was Donald. No way. My voice hurts a lot more with Pete because how deep it is and how hard it is to hold on to that voice. So yeah. And he also, I don't know how many voice actors he has, but since he's been around the longest, you probably thought he has the most. But since back then they didn't really do voice actors, probably not. So I'll put down the voice actors for him, but let let me try to do Pete's voice for you guys. With my action figure I have right here of him. Mm.
Hello, everybody. Pete here. Time for me to start some troll.
So Pete's first cartoon was 1925. So 3 whole years before Mickey came about, and this is back when Disney worked under the guy who made Felix the Cat. So yeah, because before he went to do his own stuff, he worked under both Felix the Cat and the owner and Universal. So mostly the Laugh-O-Gram part, that's the company called it at the time, where he came from back when he was a bear, and he had a peg leg he had a peg leg right there, and Basically, during the whole during most of the time, the black and white stuff, he was had a headed leg and a tail. So, and he also, if you watch Goof Troop and Goofy movie, he was Goofy's neighbor in that movie and in that TV show, and he had two kids and a wife. So he kind of had it a lot better than a lot of the other Disney characters. The fact that he was able to be married and have an actual family in that show, unlike poor Goofy, where he only had a dog. I mean, he didn't have a wife in that movie. He only had Max, which is not too bad. I bet Goofy is happy with Max, but he's able to keep his wife and his son and daughter. So his son, his name is Pete Jr., and his daughter's name Pistol. I don't remember what his wife's name was. I just remember that was his kid's name. So, and just like for Pete's, just like for Mickey's, my favorite cartoon that he's in, I mostly like the ones where he's not being a pest for Mickey. One like the where he's like just going around kidnapping Minnie and just going, oh, no, I got a girlfriend, even though I can't do anything with her because I'm a cat, she's a mouse. So, besides eater. So, and anyway, I like the fact where when he's actually just trying, he has a job, and his job was to keep Mickey off whatever Mickey's doing wrong, like and Steamboat Willie. Mickey steals his boat, and Mickey on a train. Mickey is on the train, and he's bringing it on Pluto, even though it says on the train, no pets allowed. And Pluto is not a service pet, so he's not allowed. And Pete's doing his job saying, get this dog off my train. Or he's saying, oh, it's you. And Mickey's saying, yes, it's me. All alone, without your dog. Yes, all alone. You know, I had a little cat once, and it was left all alone. It'll cry. Meow. So, yeah. So, technically he's Disney's first villain, and yet nowadays he's mostly a joke. Because even now, like if you've seen Kingdom Hearts, him and Maleficent are basically looking around, going around looking for a box. But even in the second game where you actually get to fight him, unlike Maleficent, he's still a joke in that game. Because the way that Sora treats him, he says, it's just Pete, we don't have to worry about him. So yeah. But remember, without Pete, where would we be now? You have to remember the beginnings, so in order to remember what's going on right now, and he technically is the beginnings. So, if you guys like this little history buff, next week we'll probably Chip and Dale, so I'll finally be opening that box down there. So yeah, I cannot stall it any longer, unless there's another DuckTales trailer that comes out on Sunday or something next week, which I really doubt it, but we'll see. So, say bye bye, Pete. Bye bye.